Safe by accident, taking the luck out of safety. In this video, author Dr. Judy Agnew says most companies unknowingly gamble with safety because they focus on the wrong things. In fact, one thing in particular.
The problem is when they focus on incident rate almost exclusively as their measure of how safe they are. The problem with incident rate is it's a lagging measure. It only measures when we've had an accident, and it's after the fact. It doesn't tell you how many unsafe conditions there are, how many at-risk behaviors are taking place at leadership levels and at the front line. So companies can go for long periods of time without having an accident, think that they're safe when in fact there's all kinds of things going on that at any moment could turn into an accident.
One example is the Gulf oil disaster during 2010. The signs were there, but Judy Agnew says no one was watching them.
That rig went for 7 years without a lost time accident. They were in fact celebrating the day of the explosion, that they had gone for this period of time without a lost time accident, an environmental event, and then lo and behold what happened. And of course it's come out afterwards that there were all sorts of unsafe conditions, hazards that weren't being taken care of, at-risk behaviors at the senior leadership level, and probably some at-risk behaviors happening on the rig.
The Gulf disaster was an example of the danger of looking at incident rates.
It's this notion of if we look at incident rate and our incident rate is low, then we think everything's okay, and we can go on to pay attention to other things that are more important in many cases to them, making money, producing their products. And then when something happens, everybody springs into action and tries to deal with it. It's too late then. We need to get on the front end of that.
And in most cases, it's not a matter of companies failing to invest in safety.
Companies do invest in safety, but what they don't do is invest in the science of behavior. They invest in science in every other aspect of their business. So they use chemistry, engineering, biology in many cases, physics. They don't go about creating a workplace without using science. And yet when it comes to managing the people, they use myth, the latest fad, common sense, instead of looking at the science of behavior, which tells us very clearly what we need to do to get people to do all the right things around safety. So our argument is if you understand the science of behavior, you're actually going to do a much better job of managing all those pieces of safety, and you're going to have better outcomes as a result.
Safe by accident, taking the luck out of safety. For more from Dr. Judy Agnew and Aubrey Daniels, and to purchase the book Safe by Accident, visit the website safebyaccident.com.